Good evening and welcome to the Canadian Ball Hockey Association Edmonton Nationals. We've got a good one between the Stirling Performers and Calgary Toon Squad. The ball is down and we are underway here on this Thursday evening, a matchup between Stirling and Calgary. For the Toon Squad, they are 2-1 out of Pool B coming into this one. On the other side, Stirling, they are 1-2 out of Pool A. In this one, it's going to be tight. Keep an eye on Calgary as they are coming into this one fresh off a 4-3 win against the Edmonton United yesterday afternoon, as a matter of fact. As we are 30 seconds in, this is sure to be a good one here from the Canadian Ball Hockey Association Edmonton Nationals. Toon Squad looking for this one in the offensive end. It'll be taken away by Stirling as they wrap all the way around back behind the net. The Toon Squad getting control. Here's a quick sharp angle shot. That one fought off a body and will go wide. 1 minute gone by here in this one. No score, Calgary and Stirling. This is a long-range shot that's going to be fought off of a body. Puck is bouncing and loose. The ball bouncing and loose, taken away with 13:40 left to go. Played back, and we'll get a cover and a whistle with a face-off coming here on the right wing side. 13:36 left to go here in the first period. Face-off coming from the right wing wall. It'll be taken by Calgary. Swatted away on that right wing half wall. Tied up. The Toon Squad getting control. Here's a shot in. Good save there by the netminder, Sam Manbridge, for Stirling. Fighting that one off the lower portion of the body as this puck is still live. On the right wing dot, quick turnaround shot. That one doesn't find its way in on Manbridge. It hits somebody out in front and will go wide. Tied up in the right wing corners, the Toon Squad still keeping control of this ball in that right wing corner. Fed out in front, sharp angle chance, and Mansbridge able to make the stop there with 13:04 left to go here in the first. The Toon Squad all over Stirling here early, but Mansbridge saying no. Off the face-off from that left wing side. Toon Squad controlling, but a good defensive play now. Stirling trying to work that one into the neutral zone, knocked right back into the offensive end. Toon Squad setting things up, feeding over to the left wing, blocked away, rolls out near the center red line. Calgary flips that one in, end over end. It'll go down below the goal line. Mansbridge sealing up the lower portion of that cage off to her left as this puck comes out towards the right wing point. Fed down into the right wing corner. Toon Squad looking for an open patch of land here. Here's a cross-ice pass, shot in, and Mansbridge manages to get a piece of that one and pops it high in the air. We'll get a stoppage with 12:31 as that puck goes out of play. No score, Calgary and Stirling. First period of action here from the Canadian Ball Hockey Association Edmonton Nationals. Stirling Performers looking for their second win of this tournament. On the other side, Calgary looking to improve to 3-1. Who's going to get on the board first as the Toon Squad have controlled the offensive end all game long as we are 3.5 minutes in. A shot in, that's going to go wide. It comes out to center. How quickly these ball hockey games can change pace. You think that one team has that momentum and that upper hand, and sure enough, seconds later, it's immediately ripped away and taken by the other. A lot of close games in this tournament so far, whether you're talking about the men's, the women's, or the juniors, but particularly here in this women's B league, it's been very close. The last game right here on this court was only a 2-goal differential, 3-1 in favor of Ontario. You can talk about the other games. Calgary winning their last one 4-3. They lost the game before that 3-2. They won the game before that 3-1. So you can talk about some close games. And this one, just like the others, is there hasn't been an inch to operate really for each team. As we have 11:25 left to go here in the first. Ball goes out of play. And we'll get the whistle here, and another face-off coming. This one, they're going to move out to the neutral zone north of the Stirling Performers' defensive blue line. Off the face-off. It'll be taken by the Toon squad as shot in from the right wing wall. Doesn't make its way in on the netminder. Loose down in the right wing corner boards. Toon squad find the loose ball. They manage to play that one back to the point. Shot through traffic, ricochets off bodies. Now grabbed by the performers. They come in with speed. 2-on-1. Here's a chance. Bodies come tumbling down near the netminder, but that puck doesn't find its way across the line. Fed out back towards the point. It's knocked off bodies. Comes into the right wing corner. Performers can't get control. Now the Toon squad going the other way. They've got numbers as they speed into the zone up the right wing side. Here's a centering feed. Loose out in front, and Mansbridge dives out in front and controls that one with 10:39 left to go here in the first. No score between Stirling and Calgary. Back-to-back action in this one here in the early going. Off the face-off, Toon squad looking for the loose ball in the left wing corner. They feed out to the center point. Here's a long-range shot. Mansbridge fights that one off the blocker. Loose down in the left wing corner. Toon squad right back on it. They wheel this one out to the left wing wall. Centering feed, shot, that one goes just wide. Mansbridge manages to come over, loose, out in front, they score. The Calgary Toon squad gonna jump out in front, 10:16 left to go here in the first. They strike first, it's 1-0 Calgary. Some good ball movement there, cross court going the other way to get the netminder moving, and ultimately it found its way just out in front off the crease, and it was pounded home down low. 1-0. Calgary will take the lead under 5 minutes into this game. 10:16 left to go here in the first. Off the face-off, the Toon squad racing after this one. They've got it in the offensive end once again. Pass from the D-man up to the left wing wall. Here's a shot from the left wing circle. That's going to be blocked down, rolls below the goal line. Off the loose puck, going the other way. Here come the performers. They managed to get that one into the Calgary defensive end, but they were at the end of their shift, so they go ahead and swap some bodies. And with 10 minutes left to go here in the first period, 9:53 to be exact, we'll get a stoppage in play as that puck jumps up out of play. That ball jumps up out of play. Off the face-off. It'll be taken here by the Stirling performers. They can't get it out of the zone. Calgary jumps right back on. They have it along the right wing wall. Now in the right wing corner. Trying to feed that one out in front. Nothing there. So just wheel this one out to the left wing wall. Cross ice. Here's a shot block down out in front. That's going to go off of bodies. 9:28 left to go here in the first. Played towards the blue line. Toon squad can keep in. Along the right wing wall. Good move there to find an open patch of court there to move forward. Here's a quick shot in. Saved by Mansbridge. And I believe we've got a cover here and a face-off ensuing with 9:04 left to go here in the first. Or did that one sneak through? Let's go ahead and double check, see where the face-off is. No, that was covered up. Mansbridge doing a good job getting down low to cover that one up and keep this a 1-0 game. 8:58 left to go here in the first period. Off the face-off, Toon squad still controlling the court in their own end. Trying to play this one back towards the blue line. Shot from the left wing. That ball ricochets off of a body, will come out into the high slot. Scrum forward here. Stirling looking for it. It's swatted away. Toon squad in the offensive end below the net. They try to feed this one back to the point, but Stirling intercepts. Here they come with speed through the neutral zone, racing their way in, trying to get around the defense. A chance. That one's going to go wide, and it rolls in on the netminder. They put it home. So we've got ourselves a tie game. It's 1-1. Stirling coming back. 2 early goals in this one. 8:21 left to go here in the first, and we are all tied up. It is 1-1. Not even at the midway mark of this opening period, and each team getting a tally here. And talk about a quick strike when the Toon Squad were maintaining offensive possession and really pressuring the Stirling performers out of an opportunity. Stirling managed to get that quick strike, and they go the other way. We are all tied here in the first. Toon Squad once again on the puck in their own offensive end, trying to slide that one across. Can't connect. It comes out to the left wing from the point. Fed down to the goal line. There was a chance there, but double clutch couldn't get it done, so they have to wrap this one back behind the net. Left out in front. Here's an opportunity. That goes wide. 7:48 left to go here in the first period as the Toon Squad trying to get back out in front. They saw that one-goal lead evaporate and evaporate quickly. We are even up 1-1 here in the first. 7:37 left to go. Performers kick this one out to the neutral zone. It rolls into the offensive end. Foot race on it here, but it's going to be covered up by the netminder on the other side for Calgary. That's Christina McCrindle. And we'll get a whistle here with 7:29 left to go in the first period. Stirling Performers 1, Calgary Toon Squad 1. Offensive zone draw coming here for Stirling following that cover. Off the face-off, it's going to be played in. And we're going to get an opportunity here. Shot in, they score! Calgary right back out in front. 7:16 left to go here in the first as these two teams keep trading punches. Our third goal of the frame. Calgary back out in front. It's 2-1 on a quick shot from that right wing side. Calgary 2, Stirling 1. Off the face-off, it'll be dumped in by the Toon Squad who are looking for more. So let's see if Stirling can respond. We saw them do that earlier in this period. Just moments ago after giving up a goal, they responded almost immediately. Now they've got to do it again as they find themselves trailing 2-1 here in the first. 6:51 left to go in the first period. Toon Squad looking for another opportunity. In tight, wraparound chance. That's a save by Mansbridge. The ball comes out to the blue line, and the Performers can flip this one in. Foot race for it. It slowly rolls in on the netminder, McCrindle. And once again, she will opt to cover up. 6:34 left to go here in the first period. 2-1. Calgary with the lead as these two teams have traded goals in this one. Calgary first, Stirling evening things up at 1-1. And then the Toon Squad getting their one-goal lead back just moments ago. It's 2-1. Off the face-off on the left wing side. Performers maintain control. Get a shot that goes off the outside of the net. Rolls into the right wing corner. Toon Squad there. They feed into the neutral zone. Here they come with speed up the left wing side. Odd man rush if they hurry. Centering feed. The chance is there. Puck is knocked away. It rolls into the right wing corner. Toon Squad back on that loose ball. They feed over to the left wing side. Shot in. Saved by Mansbridge off the shoulder. Good action end-to-end in this one with 6 minutes left to go in the first. Toon Squad, they have it in the offensive end. Centering feed once again. Ball goes through the feet of the intended target, comes out to the left wing wall. From that left wing wall, walked in. Shot right from point-blank range and a save by Mansbridge as the Stirling Performers get control of that rebound and can clear from there with 5:44 left to go here in the first. Both teams are going to use this opportunity to go ahead and get a change with personnel coming on from both sides. Off the face-off. It's going to be taken here by the Toon Squad as they keep in the offensive end. Toon Squad trying to play that one into the high slot. Rattles around in feet and is then kicked away. Calgary manages to keep the zone on the right wing boards. Battle for it here. Still loose along that right wing corner board. Comes out to the right wing faceoff dot. Here's a shot. That one's going to be whistled wide. Comes all the way around, and now the Performers going the other way. Performers managed to get this one in the offensive end. 4:50 left to go here in the first. And we'll get a stoppage in play as that ball goes up and out of play. 2-1, Calgary with the lead here in the first. Off the face-off, it'll be sent in. Here's the Toon Squad. They have a chance. Cross-court feed, blocked down, and now the Performers with it, trying to exit their own zone. Blocked pass. Calgary on it, over to the right wing dot. Here's a shot that goes wide. Blocked off of bodies, then a big save by Mansbridge. It's going to rattle around. It rolls below the goal line. Taken here with 4:20 left to go in the first. Toon Squad trying to set things up. Fed back to the point, hits off of a body, will come all the way into the Performers' offensive end. And that's where diving on top of it is Christina McCringle. And she'll get the cover and the whistle here, 4:06. We saw how Stirling scored their goal earlier in this period. It was off that rush. It was the speed. And we saw it again. And in this case, McCrindle, she just decides, you know what, I'm going to cover it up. Let's get the whistle. My team, the Calgary Toon Squad, we're up 2-1. We have control of the puck for the most part and the momentum right now, so let's just go ahead and get a stoppage and start it again. And right off that face-off, sure enough, here come the Toon Squad through the neutral zone into the offensive end. It's going to be taken here on the right wing wall. Here's a shot that's blocked off of bodies, rolls down below the goal line. And we're going to get a stoppage in play as it found its way back in on the netminder, Mansbridge. And with 3:37 left to go here in the first, the Calgary Toon Squad lead 2-1 over the Stirling Performers. Stirling with a record of 1-2 out of Pool A coming into this one. On the other side, Calgary 2-1-0 out of Pool B. Face-off coming here on the right wing side. Toon Squad in their own offensive end. Stirling Performers, they haven't been the beneficiaries of a lot of face-off wins here in the early going. Let's see if they can get one here to control the pace of play and start things out of their own defensive end. Off the scrum, it's tied up in feet. Toon Squad find it. They manage to poke that one back to the point, but it slides through the defenseman and will come all the way down into the Toon Squad defensive end where they have to regroup and start the rush from there. Good heads-up play here by Stirling as they force the turnover. Sharp angle shot. This one's going to roll through the blue paint. Comes out to the right wing side. Rebound chance and a good stop there by McCrindle. Puck is loose. It comes out towards the blue line. Now the Toon Squad. They're going to race into the offensive end, trying to go the other way. Good defensive play once again by Stirling as they knock that one free and prevent the odd man rush into the zone. Toon Squad do have it. They're back into the offensive end. Right wing side, cutting out in front. Ball is loose. It'll be taken here by Stirling. They're going to swat that one the length of the court, and it's going to be caught up to finally by the Toon Squad. Now the Toon Squad into the offensive end. 2:30 left to go here in the first. Calgary looking for something to open up. Nothing doing there as Stirling doing a great job defensively here to try and suffocate and force things out of their own defensive end. This one is played in down low as that one is caught off of the blocker. Good defensive play there by Stirling and a better save by Mansbridge coming over to her left to fight that one off. .158 left to go here in the first as that ball hops up and over the wall. So we'll get a stoppage here for a ball out of play with 2-1 your score. Calgary out in front of the Stirling Performers. This is day number 3 of the Canadian Ball Hockey Association Edmonton Nationals. Most teams playing on Tuesday almost everybody playing yesterday and today, and we've got plenty more coming up later tonight and tomorrow of this tournament, as seeding is still up in the air across the women's B division. 1:40 left to go here in the first period. It's going to be played up the left wing side. Here's a sharp angle shot. Mansbridge manages to fight that one off the shoulder. It ricochets up and out of play with 1:34 left to go here in the first. And as we talk about this Calgary Toon squad, a team, there's a handful of players on this roster you got to keep your eye on in this one. You got to look at Courtney Byer. She's got 2 assists in her in the first game of the tournament. She's got 3 total assists in 3 games played. That puts her atop the list for this Calgary Toon squad in terms of assists. On the other side, Amy Wright with a goal and an assist so far, but Virgia Chacon, 2 goals and 1 assist for 3 total points to lead the team in both goals and assists in this tournament thus far. 1:14 left to go here in the first period as the Toon squad are setting things up. We'll go ahead and get you the players to watch on the Stirling side here in just a bit. But right now, the Toon squad looking for more. They want to jump out to a 2-goal lead if they can. They feed that one out towards the center red line, and it's swatted right back in. On the left wing wall near the face-off circle, here's a sharp angle shot. That goes off of bodies. It ricochets off a shin guard up into the safety netting. So we'll get a stoppage in play there with 53 seconds remaining here in the first period. .47 seconds remain. As Calgary gets on the board, they are going to find the back of the net. Their 3rd goal of the period, their 3rd goal of the game. 3-1, the Toon squad out in front with 47 seconds left to go here in the first. So off the face-off, it rolls into the Stirling defensive end. They get control behind the goal line, wrapping this one around. Can't clear the zone. The Toon squad on that loose ball. Backhand chance. That's going to slide through the blue paint. Scrum for it here out in front of the netminder. 25 seconds left to go. Pouncing on top. And we'll finally get a whistle here with 23 seconds left to go in the first period. 3-1 Calgary with the lead. After the face-off, here comes the Stirling Performers up the left wing side as they wrap this one in. It's going to roll in on the netminder McCrindle, and she will cover up with just 13 seconds left to go and another face-off to ensue. This one coming from the Stirling Performers offensive end. They're going to have the chance to maybe tack a shot on at the very least here in these final 13 seconds of the first period. Off the face-off, the Toon squad say no, that's not going to happen. They win the draw, kick that one off the boards out to center. 10 seconds remaining here in the first period. 3-1 Calgary with the lead in a very busy first period. As the final seconds tick off, that will do it for the opening frame. 3-1 Calgary Toon squad out in front of the Stirling Performers. Don't go anywhere. We got plenty more coming up in just a bit. Forgive me, that that ball was knocked down and went out of play. They put some time back on the clock. One quick shot here. Now officially the period will come to a close. 3-1 Calgary with the lead over the Stirling Performers in a very busy first period between these two squads. Don't go anywhere. We got the second period coming up right after this. Welcome back, Calgary Toon Squad. 3-1 leaders so far after one as the second period is underway here. The Stirling Performers doing everything they can to go ahead and get back into this one. It was Calgary who got on the board first. The Performers managed to tie things up at 1-1, but since then the Toon Squad adding two more in a very busy first period. 4 total goals, 3 of them in favor of the Toon Squad. Second period of action underway. 18 seconds gone by as we have a face-off coming in the defensive end here for the Toon Squad as they win this draw, wrap all the way around behind their own netminder, trying to work out into the neutral zone. It comes into the Stirling Performers defensive end as the Toon Squad ratchet up the intensity. They'll round this one all the way back behind the net in the right wing corner boards. Taken here. It's played back to the left wing half wall. Now fed in, down out in front. Loose puck comes through the blue paint. Will come over into the right wing corner boards. As this puck is played back to the point, it'll hop off of a foot, jumps into the benches. So we get a whistle here. And a 14-10 left to go here in the second period. Ball out of play. A whistle will ensue. 14 minutes left to go here in the second period as we are just underway here in the middle frame. 3-1 Calgary Toon Squad with the lead. This one's going to be a centering feed here as the Toon Squad looking for more. They try to tuck that one in, but a good stop there by the netminder, Sam Mansbridge. Played back towards the point. Toon Squad can't keep it in front of that red line, so they have to backtrack here, trying to regroup. Kicked across to the near side. It rolls all the way back into their own end. Now the Performers on it. Opportunistic chance and a big stop there by the netminder. McCrindle getting down into the two-pad stack with 13:29 left to go here in the second. McCrindle making a huge stop there, and just going back to that first period, that's how we saw the Stirling Performers get on the board. It was with that quick strike. It was off the rush. It was using their speed. This time, a turnover and some speed. And this time, McCrindle makes the save. It's still 3-1 Calgary out in front. 13:15 left to go here in the second period. Ball is loose. Will come back out towards the center point. Here's a quick shot from Calgary and a stop down low by Mansbridge. We'll get the whistle with 13:08 left to go here in the second period. Face-off coming to the right-hand side of the court. Off the draw, it'll be played back towards the blue line. Scrum for it here out in front of the net. Still in the Toon Squad offensive end as they look for another opportunity. Ball jumps out to center. They manage to play that one back in. It's loose along the left wing wall. Toon Squad on it. Fed across. Swatted just past the cage. As this one goes high off the end wall, back behind the netminder. 12:30 left to go here in the second period. Toon Squad ratcheting up the intensity here, trying to keep this one in the offensive end. As the the ball will jump up out of play. 12:33 left to go here in the second. 3-1 Calgary out in front. They've got the offensive zone draw coming here. From the right wing face-off dot. Stirling finds it. Looking to move this one out of their own defensive end. They play it back below the goal line now. Can push up across the blue line. Here comes Stirling on the rush into the zone. They can't get it across the offensive blue line. Now going the other way, Toon Squad. Calgary Toon Squad 3-1 leaders right now in this one over the Stirling Performers with 12:09 left to go here in the second period. Knocked out towards the neutral zone. Toon Squad tying this one up just north of their own offensive blue line. They can't quite get that one in deeper. Now the Toon Squad will send that one the length of the court with 11:45 left to go here in the second. It rolls in on the netminder, Mansbridge. Swatted away, still alive. Toon Squad gearing things up. Played back towards the center red line. Now the Toon Squad are into the zone. Racing towards the high slot. Shot didn't come. It'll roll into the left wing corner here. Now battle for it. Stirling finding it. Plays off the high wall. It'll come out into the neutral zone. Once again, they're looking for that speed. Those quick breakouts have been what they have really keyed in on in this game. It's 3-1 Calgary right now, and Stirling hasn't really possessed the ball much in this second period. They need to get back on that track if they want to try and get a little bit closer here. 3-1 Calgary as Stirling looks for this one. It's in the neutral zone, popped high in the air. Now the Toon Squad into the offensive end. They move around a man. It'll come over to the left wing side. Stirling intercepts. They go the other way. Here come the Performers into the offensive end. They fling into the left wing corner board. Stirling centering feed. That one goes off a defenseman, rolls into the end wall. That's where Calgary will get control. They play into the neutral zone. Toon Squad trying to set things up from there. But again, another quick strike from the Performers. They're very snake-like in that way. They're either scoring off the rush like we saw them do back in the first, or they're just getting those real quick shots, and they're just getting their opportunities. They almost had another odd man rush there. A good opportunity, but a blocked shot at the other end. $9:53 left to go here in the second period as the Performers look for this one in their own defensive end. Toon Squad on it. A backhand chance from the high slot. Here's a pass across shot. Saved by Mansbridge. Loose ball. It's going to roll into the left wing corner. Toon Squad back on it. They kick back towards the blue line. Hops a stick. It will be played over to the left wing half wall. Toon Squad with 9.5 left to go here in the second period. Funnel that one a little bit deeper. It's along the left wing half wall. Stirling gets control out of their own defensive end. Looking for the breakaway, but it's just knocked down. Oh, a game of inches for sure. If that one had another 3 inches on top, that would have been a breakaway going the other way for Stirling. But not to be here in this one. 9:09 left to go in the second. The Performers are going to have to find another way to try and climb back in. 3-1 Calgary with the lead. 9:04 left to go as that ball hops up and out of play. Off the draw, taken by the Toon Squad. Long-range shot from just inside the center red line goes well wide. Toon Squad looking for that rebound. Instead, it's gathered up here by the Performers. Performers fumbling with it here in front of their own netminder. Couldn't quite clear the zone. On second effort, they flip it towards the blue line. It's cut down once again. Toon Squad pressuring to keep that ball in the zone. Here's a shot that goes wide. 8:38 left to go here in the second period. 3-1 Calgary with the lead. Shot in. Saved by Mansbridge. Ball is loose. Rolls into the right wing corner. Taken by the Toon Squad. They have control here on that right wing wall. Scrum forward as it's tied up in feet with 8:13 left to go. Finally, jarred free will come down the length of the court all the way back into the Toon Squad defensive end. Performers speeding their way into the zone, looking for that loose ball. It's going to be knocked away. Good defensive play there by the Toon Squad as they'll wrap all the way around the boards and bring it out to center. 7:53 left to go here in the second period. 3-1 Calgary out in front of the Stirling Performers. All 4 of those goals scored back in the first period. It was a crazy, chaotic, and very busy first period. So far, nothing doing here as we approach the midway mark of this period and of this game. Toon Squad has the ball in the offensive end below the goal line, trying to feed that one back towards the point. It's going to be cut down, still loose in the right wing curved wall. Doing a good job here are the Toon Squad in cycling as a player will be stuck along the wall and then immediately swap spots with someone else to try and free that ball out. and get a little bit of a shooting lane as it's finally knocked out into the neutral zone. Calgary back on it. They dump in. It's going to go wide of the cage. Loose ball battle here, taken by Calgary. As they go back behind the net. Wrapped around the curve wall, out towards the right wing half wall. Battle for it along that wall. 6:50 left to go here in the second period. Now taken by the Toon squad as they have it in the left wing curve wall. Looking for something to open up. Good defensive plays here by the Stirling Performers. They're doing everything they can to push these plays out wide, not allowing Calgary to really get in tight. They got in tight and they were in that high scoring area in the slot a good amount back in that first period, and it seems like Stirling has tightened up there. They're forcing all these shots from out wide and doing a good job of forcing the plays out wide. And here's another one where the ball hops up and over. So we get a stoppage here with 6:09 left to go in the second period. 3-1 Calgary with the lead. All four of these goals coming back in the first period. It was 1-0 Calgary, then 1-1 as Stirling immediately responded. But since then, Calgary has topped that with two more goals of their own to make it a 3-1 game. 6:09 left to go here in the second. Face-off ensuing in the Stirling Performers defensive end. Both teams will use this opportunity to swap personnel. As we have a little bit of a delay here, the officials getting everybody off the bench and onto the court and ready to go for this face-off draw here. So the faceoff will come from the left wing circle. It'll be in the Stirling Performers defensive end, the Calgary Toon squad on the offensive here on that left wing side. Such a crucial faceoff here with 6:09 left to go in this second period. And the Performers will get control here. They try to bank that one off the wall. It hits off bodies and will stay in deep. Scrum for it here in the right wing corner boards. Toon squad come away with it. They had a player right there. A forward was hanging out by the post. They had someone backdoor, just couldn't quite connect. And Stirling manages to clear the zone with 5:45 left to go here in the second. They'll go all the way back into the Calgary defensive end. That's where they regroup and will start the rush. Dumped in by the Toon squad. Performers first one's there. They're going to play out of their own defensive end. Now trying to race into the offensive end, but a good defensive play by Calgary to poke that ball free. They continue right back into the offensive end. One attacker deep here for the Toon squad, but we'll get a whistle as that one is covered up. 5:10 left to go here in the second period. 3-1 Calgary out in front of Stirling in this one. Off the face-off, the Toon squad, putting the pressure on. They have control below the goal line. Stirling manages to rip that one free. They play out into the neutral zone, but from the center red line, it's immediately swatted right back in by the Toon squad. Down in the right wing corner, 4:56 left to go. Here in the second period, 3-1 Calgary out in front. They have controlled the pace of play so far in this second period, but no goals to speak of for either team here in this middle frame. Stirling looking for this one. Couldn't get control. It's played right back in by the Toon squad. Down below the netminder, Mansbridge. Good defensive play there as the Performers find a good patch of open court and manage to play that one up. They'll send the length of the ice. Down in that corner, the performers will go ahead and race forward in the right wing side. Grabbed away and taken by the Toon Squad. They're going to transition out to the neutral zone, and we'll get a stoppage here as a pass goes off of a stick and jumps up into the benches, and we get the whistle for a ball out of play. 4:03 left to go here in the second. 3-1, Calgary out in front. And the Toon Squad got started on their tournament with a 3-1 victory over the Edmonton Havoc. That was back on Tuesday. And then, of course, since then, they have lost their last 2 consecutive games. They are trying to avoid a third consecutive loss here in this one. They currently trail 3-1 to Calgary. Their other games so far in this tournament didn't go their way. They're trying to change things up a little bit, see if they can get a victory and get even here in this tournament. Right now with a 1-2 record out of Pool A. On the other side, Calgary looking to extend their victory streak here and go up 2 consecutive wins and be 3-1-0 out of Pool B. The new Tecumseth Extreme knocking off the Toon Squad 3-2. That game came yesterday. That was the most recent game for the Stirling Performers. 3:29 left to go here in the second period. As the Toon Squad trying to keep this one in the offensive end. Ball is swatted away. It'll come out to center ice. That's where it's going to be taken back by the Toon Squad, and they just swat it right back in. And that's what you're kind of seeing if you're taking a look at this Calgary, the way that they're organized and the way that they're playing. They're just keeping a D-man back right near the center red line, trying to keep everything on that half of the court, doing everything they can do. As here's a shot from the left wing side. They score. 2:58 left to go here in the second. Calgary will jump out to a 4-1 lead over the Stirling Performers. Their 4th goal of the game. Their first here in the period. 3-1, now 4-1 Calgary. So off the draw, we've got ourselves an entirely new ball game here. 2:40 left to go in the second period. Calgary 4-1 lead over the Stirling Performers. And boy, the way that this game started with these two teams trading punches. Calgary won, Stirling tying things up, making it 1-1. Calgary then with their second, third, and fourth. So far they've scored 3 unanswered to jump out in front. 4-1 with 2.5 left to go here in the second period. Off the face-off. It'll be wrapped in by the Toon Squad. It rolls in on the netminder Mansbridge. She can't hang on, so we don't get a whistle here. With a little bit of help, Stirling manages to clear that one the length of the ice. And it'll be taken here back the other way by Calgary. The Toon Squad into the offensive end. Here's a shot that goes wide, and it's going to be gloved down. Still alive, loose in the left wing corner. Toon Squad trying to shovel that one into the slot. Nothing doing. Good defensive play there by the Performers to clog up that clog up that slot and make sure that that ball didn't make its way across. Grabbed here by the Toon Squad in the neutral zone. They flip forward. It's blocked off of bodies, tied up along the left wing wall. 1:43 left to go here in the second period. 4-1, Calgary with the lead. 3 goals scored by the Toon Squad back in the first, 1 here in the second. The Performers' lone goal coming back in the first period as well, and that's where we sit with less than 90 seconds remaining here in the middle frame. Toon Squad in the offensive end. Looking for it, feed back towards the blue line, nothing doing. And it forces the Performers to get on this ball down below their own netminder. Here's a turnover. Toon Squad with it. Right wing circle. Shot blocked. Rolls into the right wing corner. Performers on it. Looking to go the other way. They're going to send that one towards the blue line. It's chopped down. 1 minute left to go here in the second period. Performers looking for it. A good defensive play there. Toon Squad swap that one in. Looking backdoor. Big save by Mansbridge coming over to the left side. And she will cover up. 50 seconds left to go here in the second period. 4-1 Calgary with the lead. Mansbridge making a good stop. Sliding over to her left and covering her up. Off the faceoff on the right wing circle. It'll be taken by the Toon Squad as they control off the draw. 45 seconds remaining here in the middle frame. Push back towards the blue line. Long range shot. It's going to be easily gloved. And we get the stop here. We'll get another faceoff coming with 36 seconds remaining in the frame. Ball is down. Played into the right wing corner. It'll be knocked out towards the blue line. Toon Squad manages to keep in. They poke behind the goal line. Taken out by the Toon Squad. Here's a good backhand pass. Feeding down below the goal line once again. Connects with her intended target. 22 seconds remaining here, and Mansbridge jumps on a loose ball and will cover up once again. We'll get another face-off here late in the second period. 4-1 Calgary with the lead. .20 seconds left to go here in the second as the Toon Squad trying to get one last rush before the end of the period. Odd man chance into the zone. Saved by Mansbridge. Touchdown in front. And we got ourselves a 5-1 game here in the final seconds of this second period as they tick off the clock. 5-1 Calgary heading into the third. 3 goals in the first, 2 goals here in the second, and the Toon Squad tuning it up against the Stirling Performers. Third and final period of action coming up. After this, it's 5-1 Calgary.
That's what I do back home on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So it's the best because everybody wants to shift. One of the Sundays that it's ice cold all year round. Well, the other rate was just built. They only had a year. So this is pretty cool. So that's why. Yeah. But this is one facility rather than Calgary. Go all over the place. Yeah, I heard.
Welcome back to Edmonton, the Canadian Ball Hockey Association Edmonton Nationals Women's B Division game here between the Stirling Performers and Calgary Toon Squad. We've got 30 minutes of action in the books, and it's all Calgary, 5-1. They had a 3-1 lead at the end of one, added 2 more in that second period, out to a 5-1 lead. The final period of action here. Do we have a monumental comeback in the works for Stirling? Let's find out as the ball is dropped, and we are underway. The Toon Squad control on the left wing side. Here's a shot in. That one went off the pads of the netminder Mansbridge. Rebound collected up by Stirling. They can't clear the zone. They can't get it out deep anyway. It'll come out towards the center red line. Now they have the opportunity. Racing up that left wing side. It'll roll down below the goal line, tied up in the left wing corner. Stirling manages to jar that one free. A pass back to the blue line is knocked down, but the Performer's still with it. They're going to flip that one into the right wing corner, and the Toon Squad will get on that loose puck, and they go the other way. Up through the neutral zone, left wing side. It gets up towards the center red line. Ran over and now dumped in. Here's an opportunity. Mansbridge dives on that one, and we'll get a whistle with 14:09 left to go here in the third period. 5-1 Calgary out in front of the Stirling Performers. And really, when you go back to that Stirling goal and where we've seen their successes in this game, it's been off the rush. It's been finding that odd man break, maybe slipping in behind the defenseman. But ever since that goal was scored, and I guess maybe a little bit after that, because they did have a couple more opportunities like that at the tail end of that first period and early parts of that second period, the Toon Squad have really found that's the plan, and we're going to counteract that, and they've done a great job not allowing Stirling those opportunities to score on the quick rush. And so far, they've got themselves a commanding 5-1 lead with 13:48 left to go here in the third, and a face-off coming from the right wing circle in the Toon Squad offensive end. It's going to be taken there. Toon Squad win this one back towards the point. Kicked across to the left wing point. Now back to the right point as the D-men play catch. It'll be flipped down into the right wing corner. Good maneuvers here as it's drug along the wall by the Toon Squad, pushed out towards the blue line. It's going to hop over a stick. Comes out to the near side, right where the center red line meets that near side wall. Battle for it here with 13:15 left to go in the third. The Toon Squad right back in. Here's a cross-court pass into the right wing corner. Oh, looking back door. They just could not connect. It'll come out on that left wing wall. So close. A pass coming from that right wing corner board. There was a forward hanging out right off that left post. They just couldn't bury it home, but the Toon Squad still buzzing. Loose puck down out in front, a shot. They score. 12:48 left to go here in the third. The Toon Squad now has themselves a 6-1 lead in this game. 12:48 left to go here in the third. Hold on a second. I might have gotten ahead of myself. That one, they might be bringing that one back. They are. They're going to go with a face-off in the offensive end for the Toon Squad. So forgive me. That one looked clean in, but with 12:42 left to go, it's overridden. We still got ourselves a 5-1 game. Stirling got to battle their way back in this one. 12:33 left to go here in the third. Toon Squad racing after this one. In the offensive end, they've controlled the pace of play since the start of the second period. The moment the ball was dropped to begin that second period, Toon Squad really has been in control, and they had the 3-1 lead at that point. It was a little bit closer in the first period when they were scoring their goals. 12 minutes even left to go here in the third as they have it along the left wing wall, trying to skate out in front. Here's a shot from the right wing circle. This one goes home. 11:58, no doubt about it. Calgary 6, Stirling 1. And a big lead now for the Toon Squad as they are trying to roll. They've got themselves 10 total goals in their last 2 games. They won 4-3 over the Edmonton United. They've now got 6 in this game. This is their highest scoring game of the tournament. 6-1 with under 12 left to go here in the third. They are right back on the offensive with a pass out into the high slot. This one jumps up and over the crossbar. Back near the left wing point. Toon Squad with it. They have it at the center red line, just going to take their time playing into their own defensive end. It's way back behind their own goaltender now. Stirling doing a good job with the forecheck, trying to jar that ball free and maybe get an opportunity there, but the Toon Squad will come out with it. 11:23 left to go here in the third period as Stirling again with that forecheck trying to find a loose ball in the offensive end, but the Toon Squad managed to get control. They work out through the neutral zone into the offensive end. Toon Squad now with speed, cross ice. It's loose down low, and Mansbridge manages to get the left pad on it and kick it away. 11:04 left to go here in the third. Still loose ball. Grabbed by Stirling as they go the other way. Their counterattack is knocked down. And with 12:56 left to go here in the third, the Toon Squad once again will regroup. Toon Squad slide this one across. Connecting on the right wing circle. The shot's going to go wide. Comes out to the left wing point. Centering feed. Too many bodies, too many skates, too many sticks, too many shin guards. The whole nine. As this ricochets off of bodies, and we'll get a stop here with 10.5 left to go in the third. 6-1 Calgary with the lead. 3 goals in the first, 2 in the second, and 1 so far here in the third. What can Stirling do really to counteract the offensive attack of the Toon Squad? And really, I think what it's going to come down to is just going back to what has been working for them, and it's been those odd breaks. And even if that means taking somebody and trying to slide behind the defense a little bit, and you're already down 6-1, so you can play a little bit risky with your defensemen and maybe just slip a forward in behind the Toon Squad D and get yourself a breakaway chance and maybe an odd man rush the other way. But you don't have to really necessarily worry about playing too tight defensively. You can kind of put all your eggs in the offensive basket now at this point. It's a similar thinking to pulling the netminder when you're down by a couple of goals, right? You're going all for the offensive. You're okay with giving them the easy opportunity at that open net if you can get the offensive. And so if I'm Stirling, that's kind of what I'm doing here in this situation, is I'm maybe taking some risks on the offensive side to try and get this game a little bit closer. They're down by 5 with 10:15 left to go here in the third. Toon Squad all over this ball. They've got it in the offensive end. Cycling in that left wing corner. Tied up along the left wing boards. Toon Squad comes out with it. Drug out into the high slot. Shot is blocked. Comes back. High slot once again. Here's a shot. This one whistles wide. It'll be taken off the rebound. Looking for the wraparound. Trying to be tucked home. It's loose out in front. Mansbridge manages to cover that one up, but couldn't quite get the full glove on top. It's jarred free. And we'll come out. So we'll play on with 9:36 left to go here in the third. And the Toon Squad still in the offensive end. They've been there practically this entire third period, I would say. Haven't had a lot of opportunities for Stirling going the other way. It's thrown back into the Stirling defensive end. Toon Squad there in the right wing corner. They're executing a change. Players fresh off the bench. Loose out in front. It's going to come wide. Tied up once again along that right wing half wall. 9:10 left to go here in the third. Centering feed. It's loose out in front, and we've got ourselves another one. 9:03 left to go here in the third period. And Calgary going to extend their lead over the Stirling Performers. I'm not quite sure how that one slipped through. And they haven't put that one up on the board yet, but we've got a congregation here right at center court. It looks like that's where the face-off's going to be coming. So hold on to your hats. Right now, the scoreboard's still saying Calgary 6, Stirling 1. It looks like they're posturing for the faceoff. They just threw it up on the board. Yeah, we thought so. They just threw it up on the board. It's now Calgary 7, Stirling 1. Coming into this game, Calgary had 9 total goals in the tournament. They've got 7 in this game alone. 16 overall in the 3+ games that they have played. There's still 9 minutes left to go here in the third. Toon Squad trying to work this one in, up across the blue line. Rolls into the left wing corner. That's where they'll get control once again. Stirling doing a good job not really allowing those center slot opportunities. And that goes back into really the second period where they tightened up on that. But they are allowing some shots from distance to get through. And with 8.5 left to go, they're finally in the offensive end for their first chance of the period. A good play, but a better stop on the other side by Christina McCrindle, a name that we haven't really talked about much at all here in this third period. And if you're a goaltender, you're fine with that. That only means good things if your team can keep the offensive pressure and you only get thrust in action every now and then in a third period. But McCrindle's team is up big here, 7-1, 8:32 left to go here in the third. Off the face-off. We're going to get a stoppage and another quick one with 8:27 left to go. It'll be coming from the left wing side. Taken by the Toon Squad on a rush into the offensive end. 2-on-1 developing, cross-court pass, and that one goes wide. Taken by the Toon Squad down below the goal line. Once again, setting things up. Good defensive play by Stirling to come in and just disrupt that play. They managed to flip that one. That'll go the length of the court. We'll get a whistle here with 8:05 left to go in the third period. Ball will come all the way back to the other side of the court. Toon Squad's offensive end. 7-1, Calgary with the lead. Off the draw. Knocked back to the left wing point. Toon Squad managed to get that one to the left wing corner boards. Pushed back towards the point once again. Ricochets off of a shin guard. Out into the high slot. Here's a shot saved by Mansbridge. That's the first time that the Stirling defense really broke down in one of those high-scoring opportunity chances. 7:41 left to go here in the third. The Toon Squad battling for it here in the right wing corner. Stirling knocks this one free. Still in the offensive end as they continue to let this time dwindle down. They've got a big lead, 7-1. As this shot ricochets off of bodies, will go wide. Mansbridge down, trying to cover up. This one's going to hop up and over the outstretched arm of a Stirling forward, and it'll come out into the neutral zone with 7:09 left to go here in the third. Stirling couldn't get it in deep. It swatted right back into the Performers' defensive end. They're on the loose ball, but here's a turnover. Toon Squad with a shot. That one whistles wide. Calgary back on that loose puck in their own offensive end. Stirling with a great play. They rip that one free. Here come the Performers the other way. Into the offensive end. 6:45 left to go here in the third. It's going to be taken and grabbed by the Toon Squad as they go the other way. Cross-court pass, connected. It'll be thrown back into the high slot. This shot up and over the crossbar. That might have caught off the shoulder of the netminder Mansbridge. Off the loose battle, it'll come back towards the blue line, and the ball hops up and over the blue line. Will come back out to center. That's where the Toon Squad just immediately dump it right back in. As soon as they're getting it, if they're beyond that blue line and their stick touches that ball, they're immediately just swatting it back in the other direction, trying to get it deep. And that's what they're doing. They're slowly but surely just cranking up the pressure and working it in deeper and deeper and deeper, and not allowing Stirling to get comfortable on their exits out of their own defensive end. Here they are in the offensive end, Stirling, as they're trying to get the opportunity. It'll be covered up by the netminder McCrindle, and we'll get a stoppage with 5:50 left to go here in the third period. 7-1 Calgary out in front. Off the draw, the Toon squad working this one towards the neutral zone. 2-on-1 developing. Here's a quick shot in, loose out in front, and I think that one was tucked home. Let's see the official score. No, it's got to be a stop. A huge save there by Mansbridge. So she'll cover up, and a face-off coming to the left wing side. It looked like a 2-on-1 developing, but the left wing shooter just decided, you know what? I'm going to go for it here, but Mansbridge made the first save and the follow-up as well. It's 7-1 Calgary, but Mansbridge still turning out a pretty good performance here. 5.5 left to go in the third. Toon squad looking for the back door. They can't connect. It's loose down below the goal line. Who's going to get control? Toon squad come away with it. Now they have it in the high slot. Kick back towards the blue line. Calgary has it on the right wing wall, trying to set things up again. Funneled in a little bit deeper. A wide open forward hanging out by that left wing face-off circle. Stirling has control in their own defensive end. 5:06 left to go here in the third. Trying to play this one in tight. It's loose. Still loose. Finally will come loose. 4:50 left to go here in the third. Toon squad with it. Centering opportunity and a save by the netminder Mansbridge, coming over to her right, fighting that one off the blocker. Perhaps that right pad might have gotten a piece, but that was a grade A chance. I was singing Stirling's praises earlier about how well they were protecting that center slot area, and now it's kind of falling apart here late in the third period with Calgary out in front 7-1. 4:22 left to go here in the third. Calgary with the ball. They've got it in the offensive end. Shot from the left wing wall. Blocked down. Mansbridge makes the save. Rebound opportunity is jarred free from the netminder, going for the frozen ball. 4 minutes left to go here in the third. As the Toon squad slide this one across. Can't connect. They still have it in the offensive end, setting things up on the left wing. Looking back door, couldn't connect. It'll go all the way cross court, off that right wing half wall. Stirling looking for it, but they couldn't get control to go the other way. It's swatted right back in by the Toon squad. 3.5 minutes left to go. If this score holds up, Calgary will improve to 3-1 out of Pool B. Here on this tournament, Stirling on the other side will slip down to 1-3 out of Pool A. And after a good offensive opportunity and another stop on the other end by Christina McCringle, we're going to get a whistle here with 3:28 left to go. An offensive zone draw for Stirling with the chance to win this faceoff and maintain a little bit of offensive pressure. Off the draw, it'll be the Toon squad that controls. Stirling on the loose ball, managed to get that one just through the blue paint. It'll come out into the right wing corner with 3:10 left to go here in the third. Trying to keep the zone. It's going to be knocked down below the netminder, McCrindle. Stirling on that loose ball. They've got it. Centering feed, nobody home. It hits off of a foot, will come out into the right wing corner. Third period of action, Calgary with 3 goals in the first, 2 in the second, and 2 here in the third. They have a 7-1 lead over the Stirling performers. Stirling's last goal came way back in the early portion of that first period, and once again, it's the Toon squad who are coming all the way down as they put this one right into the breadbasket of the netminder with 2:40 left to go here in the third. And Sam Mansbridge, despite giving up 7 goals, is certainly, it could be a lot worse, as she's done a pretty decent job there in between the pipes to keep her team somewhat in this game. Yeah, they're down by 6, but with 2:34 left to go here in the third, like I said, it could be a lot worse. She's been really asked to make some tough saves in this game. Toon Squad off the face-off. They won the draw. We'll keep it in the zone. Right wing half wall as they cycle down into the right wing corner. It comes out into the high slot. Battle for it just inside the blue line. Toon Squad come away. They have it on the right wing wall. Ball is played into the left wing corner. Wrapped back behind the net. And under 2 minutes left to go here in the third. This one's going to go all the way out to center court and then down into the Stirling defensive end and immediately going the other way. Here come the Toon Squad. They're into the offensive end. Cross-court pass over to the left wing side with 1:40 left to go. Battle for it here, right where the blue line meets the wall in front of the benches. Stirling digging that one free. They're trying to go the other way. The ball will be taken here. 1:24 left to go as the Toon Squad in on the rush. Here's a drop pass. Shot blocked away. It's going to roll into the corner. And with 1:17 left to go here into the third, we're going to get a stoppage in play as these teams will swap personnel. Calgary out in front 7-1. $1:17 left to go in the third. Off the draw, the Toon Squad, they pull that one straight back. It splits the D-men. Will go all the way back into their own defensive end as we approach the final minute here of this third period. Calgary with a commanding 7-1 lead over the Stirling Performers. Calgary looking to extend their success. They're going to move to 3-1 out of Pool B. On the other side, Stirling down to 1-3. Toon Squad still looking for more here in the final minute. Backdoor pass misses the mark. It'll be cleared length of the court. 40 seconds to go. Here come the Toon Squad. Up to the blue line. Dumped in. It'll be cut down on the right wing half wall. With 25 seconds left to go here in the game. 7-1 Calgary. They have it. Left wing circle. Cross-court pass looking backdoor, couldn't connect. It'll be fed out to the right wing dot. Shot didn't get through as it hits off of bodies out in front. Still loose. 8 seconds left to go. Banked off the wall, out to center, and that will do it. The Calgary Toon Squad, they will go on to score 6 unanswered, and they knock off the Stirling Performers by a final score of 7-1. In this game. It was tight in the early going with Calgary getting on the board first and then Stirling almost immediately tying things up at 1-1. But the Calgary Toon Squad would add 6 more through the course of the game and take the victory. The Performers slide to 1-3 out of Pool A here on the tournament. On the other side, the Calgary Toon Squad now 3-1 through this tournament. We got plenty more coming up of the Canadian Ball Hockey Association.